Japanese people are generally seen as young. Some say it's because of genetics, but I believe our lifestyle and diet plays a huge role. A few simple changes can help us look and feel younger. So before sharing 15 tips, let me share my background. I was born and raised in Japan and have two boys and turning 40 years old this year. And I was born with very serious eczema, meaning I have a very sensitive skin. And I'm also short. And I'm not also in a position to invest in special treatments or expensive skincare lines. Yet, I often seen as 10 years look younger, and I haven't seen a doctor for more than 5 years. And this is not by luck. It's by the result of making mindful choices every day. And every time I make this type of video, it makes me really feel uncomfortable because I feel like I'm blocking myself, but it's not my intention. So my intention would be the 15 tips that I'm about to share is something that doesn't cost you anything and it really benefits me over time, so I wanted to share. So I hope you will enjoy it. And the video is gonna be quite long, so listen as a podcast while you are doing something else. Okay, let's start. I naturally go at least 12 hours without eating. I don't force it. I simply follow my kids' schedule by finishing my last meal by 7 p.m. and having breakfast again at 7 a.m. the next day. This routine improves my sleep quality and I really enjoy being properly hungry at breakfast. Fermented foods are a regular part of my cooking. I don't treat them as something exotic. I simply use shiokoji instead of salt, mirin and amazake instead of sugar, and even add a little miso paste to the tomato sauce. These swaps naturally incorporate fermented foods into my everyday seasonings. Whether the bacteria are alive or dead, they still help feed the good bacteria in your gut, and the enzyme produced during the fermentation process create vitamins and oligosaccharide that improves your intestinal environment. I choose rice and legumes as my staple instead of wheat. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy pasta and bread sometimes, but my body feels better with the rice as the main staple. It reduces bloating, keeps me fuller longer, and even benefits my skin. I make breakfast my biggest meal, followed by a moderate lunch and a lighter dinner. This way, I give my body plenty of energy in the morning and allow it to rest in the evening. On days when I have a dinner gatherings planned, I enjoy them as nourishment for both the body and soul. I don't stress about the calories. I follow the rule of not forcing myself or enduring unnecessary restrictions, and I balance things out the next day. And when I get extremely hungry at night, so much that I feel I might overeat, I have a healthy snack around 4 p.m. to prevent binge eating after 9 p.m. Alternatively, I might make hot pot filled with plenty of vegetable. That's my go-to dish for winter. I always make sure to get at least 15 minutes of exercise every day, whether it's a yoga or Pilates or a light walk. I'm not naturally athletic. In fact, when I was in school 20 years ago and I joined the badminton club, I hated running so much that I quit. So intense workouts never really suited me. Instead, I found that the gentle exercise was something I could do long term. I've been doing yoga and Pilates every day for over probably about 10 years, and they even helped me get back into shape before pregnancy. I mean, not exactly the same though. I still have some stubborn fat that I can't get rid of, but that's the price of happiness, isn't it?
No matter how busy I am, I never skip a bath. I soak in water at around 40 degrees Celsius, which is about 150, not, not 150, 105 Fahrenheit for roughly about 10 minutes, which boosts my blood circulation and relax my entire body.
Even when my kids were small, like 1 and 2 years old, I was taking a bath while looking at them playing with the water in a washing area. And that was like a pleasure, like treat for me. Like having 10 minutes for yourself, like a treat, right? Like precious thing for me. I think my if you're a mom with the toddlers, you may relate to this. And another thing is that if you travel to Japan, there is a hot spring. It's called onsen in Japanese, and if you haven't really tried it, it might be new thing for you. But if you can be brave enough to try the hot spring, and that I think that's gonna be a wonderful experience for you.
I make it to a point to include as many different ingredients as possible in my cooking. While there are so many so called superfoods, I believe balance is the key and the king. Japan naturally offers this because of its four distinct seasons. In summer, we enjoy vegetables like cucumbers, tomatoes, and edamame. In autumn, root vegetables like sweet potatoes and lotus root. And in winter, leafy greens such as Chinese cabbage, spinach appear. Just by tuning into seasonal produce, you end up eating a wonderfully diverse range of ingredients.
Does your country have four seasons? If so, and what is the seasonal vegetable right now? Let me know in the comment section.
I stick to a consistent morning routine. I wake up at the same time every day and always enjoy a proper breakfast. Also, I look at the mirror in the morning to check my skin conditions and consider my skin my report card. It directly reflects my inner health. When I have a stomachache, my complexion suffers. When I'm feeling good, my skin glows. My body constantly tells me if I'm treating it well, and I always ask myself if I'm taking proper care of it. Beautiful skin isn't just about the looks. It's a sign of good health. When your skin is clear, you are healthy. And being healthy means you can live joyfully without burdening those you care about. In that sense, I have an obsession with my skin. I used to lack of confidence. Having struggled with eczema for 20 years, I was much more self-conscious around people than most. So I began to build my confidence by visibly showcasing my efforts, providing to myself, not just to others, that I had worked hard and achieved a lot. I guess YouTube is a great example for this. I've now produced over 350 videos just by myself, and as I've grown older, I truly believe that the beautiful people are those who make an effort every day.
When I have a social event like eating out with my friends or family, I never restrict myself. I just see it as a nourishment for my body and soul, and I don't really care about the calories at all. If I indulge a little and I simply balance it out on the next day, it's all about how you can be kind to yourself and then have a balance on the next day.
I always include a bowl of soup with my meals. I pack it with plenty of vegetable and proteins, which not only warms me up, but also help prevent overeating. In Miwa's Tableware, there are plenty of soup bowls and rice bowls to enrich your eating experience. It's international shipping, so be sure to check them out. Take your time to chew your food thoroughly. It really helps with the digestion, and let you fully enjoy each bite.
全部
どう? I keep my food lightly seasoned. If you ever notice that the restaurant meals are too salty for you, it's a good sign you are on the right track. My cooking might not always be that tasty, but it's full of vegetable and has mild flavor, just right as daily foundation, especially for kids. I always focus on maintaining good posture during daily activities, whether I'm doing housework or working. When I couldn't always fit in yoga or Pilates, I simply paid extra attention to my posture. When my kids were small, even getting to the bathroom was a challenge. So I made a point of doing housework with a good posture and big movements. I even did a little dance with carrying my child in my arm. Instead of forcing a dedicated workout, I try to increase my daily activities in any way I can. This habit really took hold during the pandemic period when going out was difficult. I've been consciously increasing my protein intake over the years. After I turned 35, I noticed my skin lost some firmness. I used to worry about my round, chubby face, but after 35, that naturally faded, and there are days when my cheek looked sunken, and I appeared lifeless. Since then, I made a point of eating protein-rich foods like tofu, eggs, fish, beans, kinako powder, and broccoli.
I tried a protein powder, like protein shake, but I never really liked it, the taste and texture. So if you have any recommendation for the protein powder, let me know in the comment section.
In Japan, there's a cultural emphasis on being slim and having fair skin, which might be unique to us or other Asian countries. I'm just so curious about your country's standards. Let me know in the comment section. But anyway, for me, turning 40 means that eating well and even being a bit plump is the kind of healthy beauty I believe in. Everyone has a different ideas about health and beauty, but I value looking into the mirror and feeling confident. The confidence comes from within, not from what others said. This is a mindset I didn't have in my 20s when I worried too much about the external opinions. So I truly believe that turning 40 is a wonderful age to let your guard down.
Okay, 15 tips. That was a quite long list, right? Did you find anything new? Or if you have any tips you have been sticking to stay healthy, please leave the comment. I think other people might appreciate this, and I'm always looking forward to this too. In fact, this video is inspired by one of your comments. Let me read the script. Okay, so I think the type of food you cook helps with a healthier life, but it's only a portion of it. So seeing some other parts of life could be very inspiring. Yeah, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find at least one tip that you might want to give it a shot. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye. またね